What's up, you ILUS family? What's up, you ILUS army? What's up, you money makers? Welcome back to the channel. We are going to talk about ticker symbol ILUS OTC traded stock, which is unstoppable. ILUS to the moon. And let's talk about, in this particular video, I want to talk about the short volume that ILUS had yesterday. And that creates a massive opportunity and potential short squeeze into ILUS stock. And the way the stock is going up, that is phenomenal. So we'll talk about all that kind of stuff. It had massive run up, almost 800% up in last 4 weeks, which is a pretty massive run up into the stock price. We'll talk about that from 4 cents to 42 cents, how that happened. I want to also talk about one of the announcement that ILUS made, that they're pretty close to completion of their European deal. As you know, an army of people at ILUS working to get this deal done, which is a government deal, which is a massive deal, and it's a guaranteed money because they are going to deal with government, and there is a revenue year over year that ILUS is going to bring in. There are 5 companies that merger and acquisition that already has happened for ILUS, and they had some exciting plan across the globe to acquire more and more companies that are within the realm of what ILUS is doing. So we'll talk about that. One of the big catalysts also is the share restructuring that we're expecting at any time that will add a ton of fuel into ILUS. Also, they announced their plan around the NASDAQ without reverse split. That is a great thing as well. I'll touch upon the latest short volume that more and more people from the social aspects are getting into it. The stock is looking super attractive, as you can imagine, and I'll share some of the data and their growth on their Twitter, as well as the stock widths that we have been seeing on a daily basis. And this one of the penny stock that can make potentially a ton of people millionaire, because many people bought it around 4 cents, 5 cents in a huge number of shares. So let's talk about all the juicy stuff right here, right now in this video. If you own ILUS, you definitely want to watch this video. If you are planning to get into ILUS, you really want to get informed financial decision. I'm not a financial advisor, but I do a ton of research and I like to share with you. Click on the like button so that this video can reach to more and more people and help me out spreading the word out, as well as subscribe to my channel. If you turn on the notification bell, you'll get notified every single time I post the video. Take a look at ILUS to the moon. Let's say right now on August 9th, anyone who bought ILUS had a massive run up when it hit 42 cents. It's 825% run up. Let's take a look. 33 cents spike into the ILUS price point, 825% profit. That means if someone bought the stock at 4 cents, worth $1,000, they can turn in just 4 weeks into $8,000, a massive run up. The stock is a little bit down today, but if you take a look at 5-day, the stock is up 81%. For 1 month, the stock is up 250%. You did not double up your money. You made $1,000, you turned into $2,500, whoever invested. So that's a huge growth, and I'm super happy for you. Let's take a look at the short volume. ILUS is short volume yesterday. Now, if you remember, it had a spike into the volume. Let's take a look. Before, it was trading 26, 29, 38, 39 million. That bumped up to 94 million, went back into 50s, as you can see right here. But yesterday, it jumped up to 118 million shares traded. So that's a huge volume for a penny stock, especially on the OTC market. We have seen for HCMC and many other OTC stock, but ILUS has become a hot topic in the town at the moment. Think about the short sellers. They're almost screwed at this point because the way the stock spiked up right here, which shows right here a lot better into this chart. Take a look. From 10 cents, it did not really stop. Or rather, I want to say about 7 cents, it did not really stop, and it's an exponential growth all the way up to 42 cents, which is massive in my honest opinion. Not only that, I also want to talk about this particular price, the volume as well, against the 23 million average volume that we see for ILUS for 65 days. Yesterday, it did 118 million volume in just one trading session. Let's talk about this particular article that talks about that ILUS is complete. ILUS is pretty close, and the company provided an official update on the current European acquisition, which is in the process of completing. Let's take a look right here. ILUS is a merger and acquisition company based and that is focused on acquiring and developing technology-based companies globally. What that means is they are in the process of completing the acquisition in US and Europe. Having recently provided an update with the US acquisition strategy on 13th of September, the company is now providing much of an update that it's allowed to at this stage with the large European acquisition that they are working on. This European deal is going to be a huge deal for ILUS. For the last 6 months, ILUS has been working on the acquisition for the large-scale manufacturing facility. And if you know, with the fire bug and their fire mist technology, what they're going to do is they're going to use less and less water, and they will be able to take care of the fire faster than the traditional way of dealing with fire at the moment. What that also means is, if you remember, the way fire damages the property, the water that uses to take care of the fire, that also damages properties more than the fire. Now, if you use the mist technology, that means you're saving a ton of water, you're reducing the amount of time that you can take care of the fire accident that has been happening, and there is less water, so there is less damage as well through the water. Now, the company is in the final stages of completing this acquisition. Now, once this news comes out, this is one of the big catalysts that you really want to take care and think about. ILUS can now confirm that there is a huge partial privatization deal which is being completed in partnership with the government of the country, which is once again a great thing. So privatization from the government owned and operated companies that the ILUS will be getting, linked to the manufacturing plant acquisition. ILUS is negotiating a very significant government contract which meets Euro 5 exhaust gas emission standard over the 5-year period. The acquisition of the manufacturing plant and the linked manufacturing contract involves complex political contract and legal advice, which is currently what the ILUS team is working on. Once again, a huge thing. In addition to the government contract, there is a huge manufacturing facility that employs many staff that is used for large scale manufacture of ILUS firefighting equipment. So once again, this is huge. Their CEO gets the job done. They're a little bit late, and which is going to happen, but here is what they have to say. And they commented that we wanted to provide an update on this acquisition as there have been many questions about it recently, although there have been delays in the deal being completed due to the European vacation period. In the month of August and early September, we have picked the momentum once again. They're working very closely with the deal with the top level government officials within the region. There's no doubt that this is an exciting acquisition for us and for our shareholders. Now, think about it, what's happening with ILUS in general. If you take a look at their Twitter handle, they have more than 11,000 followers. We saw that there were around 9 to 10,000 followers earlier last week, and right now we are seeing 11.4, so 11,400 followers. So they're growing super fast. Once again, OTC traded stock that has a phenomenal growth just in last 1 month. They have larger plans to get listed on NASDAQ as well without reverse splitting. If you take a look at the stock portal right here, what you see is they have 11,700 watchers. This was 9,000 before a couple of weeks. That means the community has been growing quickly. Now the message volume is all-time high. As you can see, it was at the bottom on September 7th, and right now we are seeing all the way at the top double or triple message volume. What that means is a ton of people are talking about ILUS on a daily basis, and it is getting more and more traction. Social aspect is one of the big thing. Now, in terms of ILUS, let's take a look at the price point. It has never stopped. They're making higher and higher lows. Once again, I want to quickly refresh so we can see, but they're making higher and higher lows every single day. 9, 10, 12, 13, 15, 17, and all the way to 33 cents. As you can see, very similar story for the highs as well. If you take a look at this exponential growth, which is super amazing, and the stock doesn't want to stop. It is unstoppable. I hope you like this update. Click on the like button, click on the subscribe button. I will keep you posted, and I'll see you in the next video.